for round 6, Miami.
Yeah, sorry that Stoic's out of breath. He just probably did the chase around his house.
Oh, emptying groceries, man. Like early in the morning.
Did you carry the bags of milk?
Hey, we didn't get milk. Hey, bro, gallon user. We're not talking to me right now. Bag milk forever wins. We're not talking to me.
They're both made out of the
Bag
same
milk is a
material.
goat. Bag milk is a goat, though. Alright, let's get back on track now. Back to the racing stuff. I need quality.
Hey, Gallivanter starting as a lap.
Only 11 people. People really
Dr.
don't like Miami, huh?
Gallivanter, however you want to say his name.
Looks
He's got a
like
doctorate in F1 racing. Let's see what he can do.
A lot of people don't like Miami, it would seem. Only 11 people here today, and even X1.
I'm one of those people.
Forecasted. I like Miami. I mean, the drive. It's not bad as everybody like proclaims it to be. It's not that bad.
I may go to Miami if I get last second practicing.
You still haven't voted on poll.
Well, you see, me and J-Lab, we kind of have a silent agreement. I just don't vote on stuff, and I forget.
Bro.
So.
Oh boy. Now let's get back. I was looking like a decent lap from Galminator here.
Went through the final turns.
Very
no, he didn't invalidate. It's still valid.
Yeah, very easy to invalidate there, that chicane. Just enough for him to cut the corners. But the closer you get to cutting it, the faster you'll go. I didn't look at the sector time. Of course, he's going to be setting purple sectors. The first one to set his flying lap. Only purple sectors no matter what he does.
Around the final corner. Let's see what he can do. Looking like a promising lap. I do not know Miami times. 131.4.
Just to put that in perspective, my time trial is a 126.2, so it's around 5 seconds off.
On
X1
mediums,
pace, I guess. X1 pace.
On mediums and in perfect conditions on time trial, so there's going to be a huge gap there.
You're going to be around 5 cents to 8 tenths slower than your time trial lap around here. So, still around, I'd say, a second and a bit off
J-Lab goes
of the X1
P2
guys.
with only like 300s to spare.
Next across the line is Wayne. That's an outlap. The last time out winner in France.
M Plus said in Stoic, trying not to flex Miami top 100 in the world.
I didn't even mention top 100. I said what my X1 time is. Come on. Oh, there's Imply now joining back, and I got kicked before I joined, before the stream started. This is looking a little bit rough for Valley right now, let's say. A bit wide in the chicane. I don't think he'll go faster than his teammate for now. But J-Lab and Galminator are very close together.
Dr. Galminator. Got his doctorate.
Does he actually have like a PhD or something?
Oh!
Bro, I don't know where that joke came from, not gonna lie.
If you look in the... Oh, in Valley, immediately to the top. If you go into the X2 chat, you can see what I'm talking about.
Take a quick look. We watch Wayne cross the line for a tourist. Oh, that's not Wayne. That's the Williams of Low. My apologies. I just crossed the line, started his lap. I'm on board at Wayne now.
Wayne, X2 champion last year.
And our winner last time out in France.
Guy's the definition of speed. In the Alpine, which he won in last year. Or last season, like it's a whole year. Oh,
Galminator. No, that's how it's too played. We'll call him Professor Galminator.
Doctor. And then Wayne with a 134.9. With no ERS. No battery.
No ERS. He won't get eliminated. It's only Q1 and we don't have more than 15 people in here. So setting those bankers are good enough. Next across the line will be a Mercedes. It's not J-Lab, it's going to be Zola. That's an outlap on his hards. Next across the line after him will be an Aston Martin Novelli, who's an in-lap, I believe. So then it's Low, I believe, is the next flying lap across the line, coming to the line now. See what type of pace he's brought here today from Miami, and he goes P2. By 3 tenths, just over 3 tenths. He's in the mix too today. Yellows for Wayne down the main straight. It's going a bit slow. Save some tires. As we have more people retiring in pits, just set their bankers and get on with it. No need to push anymore. You'll be through.
It's a very uneventful Q1.
No jeopardy. There's not enough people to get you.
Oh, Herbie's on stuffs. I was waiting for
like
a soft runner to come out so I can see which good paces around here.
Seems like a bit of a waste considering nobody will be eliminated.
Well, I mean, what I do is I use a set of softs in Q1, try to get through to Q3 on an old set in Q2, and then I'll have like 3 sets.
I either use the same set of softs for Q1 and Q2, or I use the same mediums for Q1 and Q2. I never waste a set.
I like having double mediums with equal wear, or with 0, so that's just me.
The softs don't really work as a race tire at some tracks, but in quality it's where I struggle the most, so I kind of need them to get a good starting position at least. So, and Wayne retires in pits as well. Herbie goes for a 29.6.
Wow.
And I think it's the last flying lap, unless Lowe's in the flying lap. Nope, he's getting to the pits now, so that's the last flying lap. I think we'll see for a little bit until Flavor and Impla get out on track. Snake's on his warm-up lap right now. Low retires in pits as well. We're coming to the end of Q1 here with, I want to say, around 6 minutes to go maybe. Maybe a bit more, can't see because of the yellow flag. Wait for it to disappear. Still just yellow. I want to see how much time we have left in the session. There we go. 7 minutes. 7 minutes 50 left. And majority of the drivers have already set their laps or retired.
Snake's getting up to it.
Snake, we'll see what type of pace he's brought here today as well. It's only on mediums. We'll see if we can get in the mix of the top 4.
I am uncertain if Snake has won a championship before. I have no clue.
Nor do I. I only joined this league this season. I don't know too much history of the drivers here.
I joined when X3 was here. That was like 3 seasons ago.
3 seasons. Damn. I didn't even know about this league until like June.
Because everybody in that one league told you about it.
Yep, everyone kept saying XRL, like, what is that? I was like, I'm bored, I'll join. And that's how I ended up here.
Bro won his first like 4 races, by the way.
Exhibition Spain, Exhibition Azerbaijan, Exhibition Brazil, and then round 1 in Bahrain. No, I lost round 1 in Bahrain. I won the first 3.
Yeah, he's a nerd. Real big nerd. Huge nerd.
Alright, bro. I mean, Exhibition Brazil, I technically lost on penalties, but I shouldn't have gotten that one in the first place. I didn't know how to report the things.
My Brazil Exhibition X2 was my first win.
Oh yeah, when you're still X2, you could have been in this right now, Hayes. Where do you think you could have been?
Wish.
Where do you think you could have been?
I was plotting. I was plotting about what I was gonna do in X2. They saw that Brazil win by over 13 seconds. They immediately shunted me up. They threw me up. Moist, you do not need to be an X2 against her. You're an X1 with us. Don't worry. It's not that bad.
It was funny, ever since Moist left, we haven't had like a super entertaining race. Snake went P2 by the way on his mediums, a very strong time from him.
I didn't even notice. I was watching him the entire time, I just didn't notice.
Yeah, same.
Me and Moist were twinsies in France.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised I haven't been kicked out of X and A yet. That's why I wanted the title. I was like, you know what, maybe me and X have a good fight. He didn't show up last week and I won by 48 seconds. It's a bit weird. I haven't been kicked out yet.
I took a, I wanted to try to get good points in France, but, got body slammed, so. And then went in the back of the grid, got a safety car. Worked my way all the way up to third, and got body slammed again. Like, from the top ropes, like, Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, Monza style. Body slammed.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I have to go AFK again. Keep the stream entertained. I mean, it's the end of Q1. I might be back before Q2. When I don't know for sure. Keep the stream entertained.
I was about to go get food, too. You're mean. Who got imp? Oh, who's he watching? Oh, you guys are just gonna have to, like... You guys are just gonna have to, like, hear my commentating, but not be able to see it. Because he's the... Okay. It'll be awkward. Yeah, Samuel did get body slammed by penalties. I felt bad for the guy. Implies in me starting his lap. Wow, it's almost near the heat record here. Oh, not happy about that. How hot is it? 103 degrees, that's interesting. So imply. Coming around sector 1, had a pretty good one so far. That telemetry is unique, I'll say that. Coming around the final sector. See what you can set. Sector 2 time's gonna be a 103.9. I have no clue what a good time is around here, so you guys are just gonna bear with me. Flying down the back straight. Around the final corner. And that is going to be a P1 for Imply, wow. On mediums too.
Alright, I'm back. Imply went P1.
Yeah.
What happened while I was gone? On the mediums too.
I just looked at the stream count. We had 17 people. The minute Imply set his lap, it immediately bumped back down to 12. We had 17, hit 12 immediately. It's like, dang. I was about to like say something about it when the lap was over, but they were just gone.
What a line from Imply, even on the mediums. What did I miss? Almost the best part of this entire
on this
session.
track is very nice. I was witnessing that too.
Hey, don't bring down my mans, alright? It's a strong lap for him. There's still quarters here.
Put him in X1, on God. Put him in X1.
Get him in X1.
Get him in X1.
Either way, what a lap from him. I don't know where that's come from. Maybe he's putting some extra practice. We'll jump on board with this teammate flavor. I think he's going to set his lap very
throwing
late.
cars against the wall. That's what he likes to do in his free time. Guys sent me a whole cinematic of him flipping cars in Azerbaijan.
If you go in BMNG, try that out.
Exactly.
That's a bit annoying. I missed the best part of this entire quality session.
Guy literally plays Wreckfest in his free time.
I still want to know if that was just like a really strong lap for him, or I didn't get to see it. That's just his pace here.
I'll clip it for you
Implies
at
a
the
title.
end.
Imply as a title contender. Imagine
Oh
that.
God. I have no clue who Liam is. Wait, actually, Kiri. Isn't it?
yes, yes, it is.
J-Lab's
How have
Jeff.
you been here for 3 seasons? You don't know that. Mike is Zola, Liam is Shakiri or Shikari. I know that. I've been here for like 2 months. Maybe like one and a half.
I don't like calling people by their first names.
Nor do I, but I still memorize them.
Hey,
I've been here for over a
Quavion.
year. Aye, bro. My name's not Quavion.
Sorry. Just had to throw out that fake name.
Bro, holy. So they only do that type of black names in America. Like there's none here. We don't do that. It's like maybe like
Nightbot
Dave
is annoying
Lou
me.
or something.
Please follow
The
us.
black is different.
No.
Is that in Discord chat? I have Discord chat open. I'd have to go on my phone for that. Or not Discord chat. Twitch chat.
No one knows Stoic's name.
I mean, there's maybe, but none of them. I don't think they remember it. It's been a while.
His name's Sonic the Hedgehog.
I have a lot of nicknames in here. I think, or just overall.
Did Moist just go P? What time did he just
I went
say?
P5. Flavor went P5.
Oh dear lord. I thought. Oh my god, I thought he went P1 on Hearts. That was flabbergasted for a second.
Oh, might as well give him the championship then.
What is
Wayne who?
Impli's character?
Well, let's get a recap of Q1. It's Imply P1 from McLaren, 29.6 with on the mediums, 12 thousandths behind him is Herbie on the softs in the AlphaTauri. His teammate P3 on the mediums as well, the 30.2. Valley for Aston Martin in the top 5 for the 30.6 and 4th, and to round up the top 5 is Flavor in the McLaren with a 30.7 on hards. He went P5, and he is a second off pole with hards. That is better than the Delta. Flavor's in the shot too. He's got a shot at a top 3 qualifying position
Brady,
here.
bro, what are you doing?
Where's that come from? That was Tom Brady.
Sorry, I was used to Moist in the McLaren. I got caught off guard.
Or maybe just missing him in Q2. Or
Tom Brady
S2.
was messing with a left outside linebacker and it popped up. So
I know you're missing Moist.
yeah, in my feels.
Well, ever since he left, we haven't had a barnstorm. The last one was Austria, and that was the last race he was a part of. Kind of overdue for a good race here. Only 11 people. I mean, it's possible, but the chances aren't too high.
Moist, don't worry, I wanted to be back at next to a long time ago. They don't listen. You just get adapted. I promise, you just get adapted. Like, you really just gotta get used to getting head sticked. Hey, Stoic. Where'd you get the idea Carnage Festival from?
I thought of it.
Oh, I thought you were just thinking about X1.
No.
Aw, Dr. Galliman just left the session. I think he may have lagged out.
Potentially. He's in the pits, so shouldn't retire him.
One person is not gonna make it into Q3. One of us. One of us. One of us. Okay, Moist, that's crazy. You can't be saying that.
What's he saying in chat?
I don't even think I can say it on stream.
Let me check. What's this outrageousness going on there in our Twitch chat? Well, we're just completely disregarding the laps that started. It's low, gonna be pressing across the line. We'll go on board with them first his lap. They open up Twitch.
I'll just DM it to you.
Oh no, I'm already here. No point.
Valley and low both on softs.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see that. Okay, we got just a little bit of special bit of tension in the Twitch chat right now. Save that for the
Low
DMs, boys.
flying around.
Well, first one across the line on board, going to be down the back straight now. I wasn't paying attention to the lap, but we're looking at a maybe mid 29 here on it for a soft run, maybe even a 28. Maybe might be a shout for pole. High 28 perhaps. Looks nice and tight to the final corner. It's a little bit tentative with the power. A little tentative with power
though. To the line, gonna be a 130.7.
On the soft.
But Valley's gonna follow up very soon. Looking like a very promising lap for him. Coming to the line, it's going to be a 129.8 for Valley, who's gonna steal P1 from J-Lab, who just took it from low.
Herbie, 129.1 as
Imply 129.9 on the mediums.
Herbie locked in, set a low 129 on the mediums. Maybe wasn't happy with this earlier.
Yeah, somebody invite Dr. Gallinator back.
People starting their laps, running offbeat to the rest of the grid. Rest of the group, only one will be eliminated here, so don't be the slowest. That's about it.
Irons coming around the final corner.
Kind of, I mean, last weekend maybe was a bit of an anomaly for him, but he kind of
lost the line 130.238 on hards. Wow.
Not bad, it's not bad, it's not bad. That might be what the delta is to the softs, I'd assume, maybe 1.3, 1.5 seconds. He's still got some pace, he's in the shout here still. He's in the shout for a top three. Who else is on a lap? I think it's Snake, the last one on a lap right now. Coming down the main straight. Or the big straight, I should say.
Okay, is my mic struggling now? If it is, I'll just have to get the old one out.
No, it's good. For me at least, in the party.
Ooh. And really close to the wall.
That's what you need though, for the pace, for the time. Kind of relaxing,
okay,
there's not much going on. It's not much jeopardy so far in this quality session. What's going on Twitch chat now? So
that's why you're in X1, Moist. That's why you're in X1. Yeah.
What's going on Twitch chat?
Irons just hit a pylon.
Ballard, is my mic on? I think it is.
Snake goes P2, the 129.4. No one's able to touch Herbie's time, 129.1. This guy put on super softs. He's not on mediums, he's on super softs.
You got Moist coming for your name in Twitch chat there. Hayes.
I've been called every name in the book. People call me Burrito sometimes, and it's crazy.
Saying Boruto's a trash anime, you gotta defend it, it's in your name. You're representing out here, come on.
Bro, I made this name when I was like 10.
Oh, well, I'm just not gonna die on that hill, I guess. You agree with him?
Yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
I haven't watched it, I got no say on that.
I didn't even watch like one episode, I just didn't know what a name would be.
Not much happening. There's not much jeopardy in this quality session right now, not gonna lie. There's only one going to be eliminated. Everyone just setting their laps, probably. We'll see majority retire still. So I'll just relax until Q3 comes around. We'll jump on board with someone else as Snake set his lap already.
Okay, well since you're back, I get to go get food now.
Fair point. On board the flavor. We'll ride on board of them. Give you an audio SFX lap while we look for Hayes.
I just robbed the pantry.
Did you like teleport down there?
Yeah. I run pretty fast.
I don't know where you sit in your house to play your Xbox, but I'd assume you're not right beside the kitchen. I don't think Flavor got to Sector 1 before you came back.
I'm faster than F1 cars, I'm telling you.
Looking like an alright lap from Flavor. Might be a visual bug there, purple sector and sector 2. He might be around P5, P4 I'd say.
See what he can do.
Pick this up.
Final corner. Looking like a really good lap, actually. See what we can do.
Coming
To the line is going to be a 130.6.
P7 by 4 tenths away from P6 ahead with Wayne on 3 lap old mediums.
I'll be directly honest with you. I forgot to get Bev. So let me run back down there.
See if you can get that Bev before Low completes Sector 3. It's got around 20 seconds to do so. I don't know all that pace has gone for Low either. Low was in the top 5, I believe, Q1, all the way down to 9th now, nearing the end, or the elimination zone, as he goes into the pits. He dives into the pits, not a lap. Maybe made a mistake.
I'm just too fast.
I think you would have got back when Low completed the Sector 3 time. You can, like, get to your kid in, like, 20 seconds, average speed. Pitching him back.
I've got a good speed, I'm telling you. They call use on it, which is crazy.
Honestly, he should be on American Ninja Warrior.
When it comes to food, I'm downstairs in a heartbeat.
That's Imply again. It's 28-8. As Imply actually genuinely had the pace for pole here.
He's gonna win Miami.
Like, let's not jinx him. I don't think he's... I mean, at least that was an X1. I won't say anything because that was X1. We haven't seen him in X2 yet. But X1, it was a bit abysmal. We'll see if he can find some form here in X2. He looks like he is. Potentially going to top both quality sessions so far. Snake and Herbie both retire. We're on board a Galvanator. Looks like he's going to set his lap now, on his lap now. After he got kicked from the session. And left himself out of the elimination zone. Looks like he's on another cool lap in the charge lap. Doesn't look like he's pushing just yet. Is Wayne pushing? Nope, Wayne isn't pushing either. He's on in lap. Maybe coming to the end of the session. Nope, there are drivers coming out of the pit lane. Looks like Irons and Low are coming out of the pit lane. Not feeling too good about their times, perhaps. I think Irons will be safe. Even with that time, I don't think he'll get pushed all the way down to 11th with the 30.2. The drivers that need to set a lap really are J-Leb, Low, and Zola. Galminator, I haven't seen, or
Galminator's just building up the,
Galminator.
building up the, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for here?
The speed.
The expectation.
Well, no, the expectation that works too. We're seeing Zola on the soft run now. I don't know if he's used them yet.
Building up
Not
the suspense.
Not gonna risk getting eliminated, Zola. Let's brought out the softs here at the end of Q2.
Here goes Galminator.
I'm on board with Zola ahead of Galminator. We'll jump on to Galminator as he comes to the line when Zola finishes this lap. It's looking alright, maybe a bit wide in turn 4 there, I think it is. Decent sector 1. He is down on this time, however, though. 600th. He'll need some more confidence and pace here in sector 2 if he wants to bring himself out of 10th. He needs about 3/10 of a second. We see the top 4 all retire from the session in the pits. Comfortable with their times, and they should be. Don't think they'll be pushed all the way down to 11th. And come to the end of sector 2. Oh, 1 second up on his time now. Zold has really cleaned up that sector 2. I think he'll lift himself all the way to P6 at the moment. See if he has any more in sector 3.
Gallinator 12 seconds up on his time.
Yeah, I mean, that was an outlap without battery, nor was it full throttle. So to the line, he sets a 1:29.9. That's good enough for P6. Gallinator coming to the line now.
Let's see what Dr. Gallinator can do. Dr. Gallinator to the line, and it's going to be a 1:30.7.
It's not good enough. Gallinator might be out here. Our first elimination.
Doctor, no.
Low hasn't validated. If Gallinator can get back to the line, I don't think he's going to because he isn't pushing anymore, nor does he have time to charge his battery. But all he needs is 500th. If he could somehow just find a couple hundredths, Low's invalidated, he won't get back to the line in time. Or he will, and it looks like he's charging battery. Low, he'll have one more run at it too. It might be a bit hopeless here for Gallinator. I don't think he'll make it back. Gallinator's in a really rough spot.
Too.
Yeah, he knows he needs to be pushing. If he wants to get back to the line, he might run out of time as he gets there, though. I think even without battery, it might be a bit difficult to see yourself better than a 30.7. Don't know if I could do that either.
I think you can do it. Oh, slide. Needs a second down.
The first thing he needs to do is get to the line. No. Doesn't have time to charge the battery. Won't make it back to the line, I don't think. If we're trying to pit lane 17 seconds, he might make it back to the line, actually. His only option is to stay out here. 10 seconds to get back to the line. He's going for it one more time, Gallinator. One last run at it.
Really low.
Almost no battery in the tank. If he manages to lift himself out of 11th here, it'd be an absolute miracle. See if he can work the thing. Oh, and he spun it. And he spun it in turn 2, and all of his hopes immediately gone to nothing. As I was saying, maybe the caster's curse there, saying it would be a miracle. But Low is safe. He was improving anyway by over a second. More battery than Gallinator. I don't think Gallinator would have found enough pace for it anyway. With his battery being depleted, Gallinator is going to be eliminated in Q2, our first elimination. A bit disappointing, a bit depressing. We had a lot of expectations on him, maybe unfairly so. Low across the line to go P6 with a 29.6. Imply tops Q2 again.
When did Iron set P2?
I think he said it last lap. His push off last lap, but P2 a 28.9 on those mediums.
That completely went under our noses.
As he retires from pit lane. And that is going to be the end of Q2. Gallinator, last one across the line, not improving, already spun, 12 seconds down. That is your first elimination. Qualifying now in Q2, Gallinator.
Good attempt from Gallinator, but just heartbreaking though.
In the end. Maybe you put a bit too much expectations on him, Hayes. It's your curse again.
It's Dr. Gallinator. I was giving them the respect he needs.
That is the end of qualifying as they roll Gallagher back into the pits. The Q3 shootout is next. Everybody with a teammate but Irons here, and Wayne in the Alpine. Low as well, I don't think Gemini shut up. 3 drivers out teammates here tonight.
Why are we in third person?
I was just gonna let that slide. I wasn't gonna say anything about it, I was gonna breeze past it, but there we go. That's running for the end of Q2. Imply again tops it. Miraculous pace from him. Irons P2 now on the Ferrari, only a tenth behind Imply on mediums. Herbie also on mediums, only 3/10 behind Imply as well. In the 29, so. And then his teammate Snake in P4, the 29.4, and Wayne around the top 5 in the Alpine in P5 for the 29.5.
Wow. Gonna have a really big fight going on soon.
We haven't seen Irons and Herbie on them soft tires yet. I think they might be clear of Imply unless Imply pulls out something that we haven't seen yet.
Hey, Stoic, you know Dr. Pepper?
Yep.
He just made his own server.
Yep, I got invited to that too. I am not joining that. Sounds like a mess.
I'm looking at it. It's
Questionable.
unique.
Yep. I'd think so.
His steward role is, and I quote, the FIA. Not the FIA. Wayne out first.
I don't know if Pepper knows how hard it is to actually run a league.
I think it's an anti-Pickles league.
Oh dear. I mean, Pickles...
Moist. Moist. Buddy.
What's going on Twitch chat? What are you saying
Buddy,
Twitch chat this time?
you can't say that, buddy.
What's he saying now?
Go to Queen. I can't even say it. Half of the stuff he says in there, I can't say.
Okay, cool. Oh, that. I mean, that's a quote from Christian Horner, no? Nothing too
No.
Is there anything else? I didn't see anything else.
I'll just, don't worry. Just check Discord.
I'm checking right now. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Oh my.
I think I should get a channel mod.
I'll say no comment, but you know, depending on who it was, it might not be the worst video in the world. Let's get back to the fun action. It's Wayne.
Go home.
He's gonna set the
Go
first
home.
lap. Wayne gonna be setting the first lap here.
Go home. Wayne flying, per usual.
Gliding through sector 1, 30.2 as the first
That's the
sector.
fastest time we've seen.
Wayne really holds back till Q3. We saw it in France. Only topped the session when it mattered in Q3.
That is the entire thing with Wayne. I had a fight with him in France in 22. We both just held back till that final lap.
That's how I do it, because I'm not the best qualifier you'll ever see. As I proclaim over and over again, I'm not a qualifier, but at least
Rosie
hold back
Arnold
to the
up
end and
here.
try. Hold back to the end and then try and maybe bang out a tough front row, but it's usually quite difficult for me.
Moist, you should not come commentate with us. You should just stay in the Twitch chat.
You see the wildness going on in there.
Wayne flying. This looks like a really good lap.
Yep,
And it's
from
going
the
to be a
line.
28.6.
Ooh, the fastest.
No,
so far.
yeah, 128.6 on the dot. Herbie fights back with 128.8, but it's not good enough. Next one to the line is going to be Irons, who's invalidated.
And he's in the pits. He's going to put on another set of softs.
Next one's going to be Imply. I'm pretty sure.
Flavor starting his lap. Flavor starting his lap.
Veli.
Imply to the line next.
129.2. Imply to the line. 129.4.
Slower than his Q2 time. He made a mistake.
Next one to the line's going to be Low. Flying around the final turns, there's going to be a 129.6. The Mercedes have something going on back there.
I think they were playing a bit of a game with the toe.
Next one to the
Jeff
line's
the toe
going to be
down the
J-Leb.
back straight.
And he is going to have P4. Zilla in the pits.
I think those are the flying laps, apart from Flavor. Those are the first
See
runs.
what Flavor can do.
It's looking alright, looking a bit smooth. On the 3.5 in the middle sector.
I think that's faster than Wayne's.
He's on track for a 128 right now, I'll tell you what. That's on track.
See what Flavor can do. The team, I'm pretty sure the teammate to Moist.
Just to see if this final.
Oh, there's a yellow flag. I think that was Williams pulling over.
We're letting a Merc go by, might be Jeff. At
And Flavor with a 129.003.
It's very close to 28 there. I think implied a 28 in Q2. I think that's happened to him. Maybe in a mistake somewhere. Didn't get to see it. Well, we're watching Ironton's outlet now. The next one to get on a lap for their hot lap. Everyone else just boxing after some of the first runs.
I think it's going to be Irons. Imply set his time on used softs, he says.
That makes more sense. Coming along to start the lap now. Irons, let's run on board of him.
See what we can do. Can we get first turns?
Going
pretty fast, pretty good.
He's staying away from the curves though. I noticed that. Maybe he's not too comfortable. They do hook the car a bit here. He do ride a bit too hard.
Pushing the car through the final turns of sector 1.
Yes, is a bit wide to turn 5. Yep, you get the nice and hooked for a good run onto his main straight now.
It's going to be a 30.1. He's got to pick up the pace to these other sectors.
30.1 is still decent enough. And those are very tricky here. It's easy to lock the rears. Getting into this, you gotta get nice and tight on that curve. You're going a bit wide.
Immediately on the throttle.
A bit hesitant.
Coming up and around. Pretty good.
Ooh. He went a bit wide there to come to the line now. It's a 102.8.
That's purple sector 2. That's the fastest time we've seen.
That's 28 pace. It's 128 pace. Needs to keep it good to the final turn now.
See what we can do. Coming around the final turn. Good release. Sort of race to the line.
And break Wayne's Q-suit.
And it's going to be a 128.4, and that's good enough for Paul.
Provisional pole for now, 128.4, fastest time we've seen. Any drivers in the 27 will have it by a long shot.
Imply going to be the next on our lap.
On his lap now.
We're right on board with Imply.
Nope, this is coming up the pits, I believe, unless I missed something. And always deploying his batteries on a lap now. Very, braking and throttle.
Missing.
Look at that braking and throttle.
I think he's missing the plot through first sector.
It's a very unique
It's gonna
way
be
of,
he's a 10th up on his time though.
That's a very unique way of driving he has, as I've noticed, with his braking and throttle input. If you
This
walk
guy's
into
gonna
the
be a
corners,
final sector demon, I think.
he needs to put it all together in that chicane, I believe.
He's gonna pick up the pieces.
That braking and throttle is very unique to watch in the telemetry.
It's the curb. Still pretty good though. Just a little bit of a slide. It's only a 10th up.
It's not good enough, not even for a 28. We've seen the 28s in Q2.
Oh, and Wayne.
In the 27s, and as I was saying, I don't think anyone's going to match that. That might be your pole time right there.
Blocking around the final corner. Is he gonna abort or go for it? He's gonna abort.
He might make it out again, maybe. If he might have just about enough time to get one more
Lowe's
lap
on
in.
his lap, 2 10s up.
2/10. That'll barely beat Imply, CMP8, if he doesn't find any more time.
3 10s up for Lowe. That's purple sector 2 for him.
He's in the running for Veli's position, P6 right now. Saw Veli's teammate, the first one knocked out, P11 and Galvanator, trying to pick the pieces for Aston Martin here in qualifying.
Coming around the final corner. It's a race to the line, 127, 128. It's going to be a 129.2, good enough to settle him into P7.
300s off of P6 of Veli.
Next to the line are going to be the AlphaTauri of Herbie. Not good enough. Snake aborts.
12, he was down on his time actually, Herbie. 12,000 down on his time.
I think Wayne's gonna go for another lap. Maybe.
On those tires. It looks like he's charging.
But that low fuel light is blinking.
Yeah. He might just be on an in lap, might be watching his fuel. I don't think anyone will be able to match a 27.
Imply on his
Irons
out lap.
thinks he can. Irons thinks he can. He's out again. Maybe he's just trying to play some defense from Herbie behind him. Instead of faster lap. Herbie's invalidated. I do believe he just had his lap already though. Maybe trying to get back to the line to go again. Snake retired. Doesn't believe it's any more pace. Implies out again. Everyone's out right now. Excuse me. Everyone's out right now.
Imply invalidated his out lap. He's got to turn that battery off. I don't think he realizes it's on. No, it's still on. What is he doing?
It's a very weird outlap strategy. I don't think he bothers. He might have an auto deploy, maybe. Herbie boxes. Won't be doing anything else.
Okay, Imply going to be to the line. Another pole contender.
And that's
no, Imply didn't make it.
Irons didn't make it either.
J-Leb, 2 10s up on his time. Can take the position of Snake. Just gotta keep it together.
One more Flavor at the sector 1. See if he's on.
Oh, J-Leb's a
track
10th down now.
No, Flavor's not on track for 27 either right now. Another maybe a bit anticlimactic end to Q1 as our top 3 didn't even make it to the line for the final
Let's
round.
see what Zola can do. Looking like a promising lap. To the line. Gonna be good enough for P3 for Zola. Wow.
Someone tell.
J-Leb settles into P9.
Honestly, if Wayne wins this, someone tell Zola to bring Moist back. I need some sort
final
of
lap
here.
for Flavor. 9,000ths down on his time.
Veli P3. And 28.
Let's see what Flavor can do. 9,000ths down.
That'll bring him to the 28s at least. I don't think it'll be enough to beat out Snake though. He's a good run to this final corner. I believe it was better than this last. To the line now.
See what he can do to the line. And he doesn't get it.
And that's in the quali. A bit anticlimactic.
That was a... Now when it started raining right as he got to the line. Is it gonna be a wet Miami race? Oh no.
Wayne takes pole. A bit anticlimactic. He took the very early on. Wasn't riding on board of them either. 27.9. Only driver in the 27s. So far, that's good pace. The pole time in XNA was a 27.2, I believe. Or not .2, but 27 as well. I don't remember exactly what 10th number, but that's good times. He's near the X1 guys. And we go on 5-minute break until the race starts. Everyone selects their strategy. Imply, don't ready up. I know you're watching stream.
Don't ready up. Don't click A. I know you want to. Don't do it.
He's gonna do it just to spite us. How much you wanna bet? What time are we starting? I'm gonna check the Discord things right now. Just checking on some DMs, making sure I'm not missing anything. And we're going at 1 o'clock. Get ready for that.
I'm gonna play Madden.
Oh, we're here for now. We kind of said that we were going to commentate this weekend. Come on, we reserved that from Friday, I believe. Gotta be here. Stick to your word. I don't even think you're racing later on either. You still want to drive Miami. I don't know why people hate it so much. How many people reserved for X1? Get a quick check. Why is Nate left? Oh, isn't Nate an X1 driver? Is the X2? I can't remember.
Pretty sure Nate's 6'2". I'll look though.
In X1 we have
No, he's the dev driver.
In X1 we have about 12 people reserved for Miami. People really don't like this track, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people also reserved for X1.
Wayne said he had to get his daughter to show him at someone. Why does everybody got a wife and kids here, bro?
We're just severely out of place.
I'm like, I need to go somewhere else, bro. I'm too young.
You're only a year younger than me and you call me old man. What's wrong with you?
Bro, you're a grown man.
How are you too young? How are you too young? How are you too young and I'm too old and you're only a year younger than me? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on here?
You're a grown man, bro.
What
Yeah, let Moist come back next too, but he can't qualify. I mean, all of the like last to first he did, I don't think it matters.
I should just let him fight for the championship, if I'm being honest. "20 seconds until 1 o'clock. Formation lap should be on. And it is 1 o'clock now, so we'll be getting going any second now. Hayes, do you want to do lap 1 or am I doing lap 1 this time out?
You're doing lap 1.
Backing out of it, I see. You gave me the boring track. I see how it is, Hayes.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably going to be like a NASCAR type pile-up turn 1, so don't worry about it.
I don't think we need that until later, at least. There's only 11 people. Save the pile-ups until, like, right at the end, at least. Give us some sort of...
When that tire wear gets high.
Oh, dear. This formation lap is underway now.
Medium, medium, medium. Hard, medium, hard, medium, hard, 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 medium.
What's the tire? There we go.
Turn that gap on, young man. Turn that gap on right now. Turn that gap on, yeah.
I got the gap on. Relax. I just forgot where the tire setting was for a second.
If you guys didn't know, It's Nate is Implied's biggest fan.
Cheerleader for Imply right now. As Wayne is actually pulled so far ahead of the pack on the formation lap that he is...
Get it, Wayne.
He will be on the back straight before they even enter the chicane at this rate. Wayne is flying right now. He's not giving any care in the world for how far he's
getting some practice.
We'll right on board to the back here as they're all bunching up. Iron's
doing that weaving. Oh, I hate weaving in this game. Just the tire wear goes bye-bye.
Yeah, winds do sound like good for a while. He's lucky the tire temps don't change when you start in the grid information lot. It's no use in slowing down now. Your tires will get too cold either way.
All you gotta do is brake a little bit on the straight and you get your tires heated. You ain't gotta weave.
It is kind of satisfying.
Too much tire wear.
Looking at the weaving behind it is a bit satisfying. Just a little bit. And I'll tell you what, can we get a weather forecast? Because those clouds do not look all that friendly to me.
I genuinely hope it starts pouring before lap 1. In the spa race in X2 one time, it started raining in the middle of the formation lap, and we all just had to go into the pit lane.
If it rains in X1, oh dear. That's how slippery this track is. Don't know if I'm ready for that. Out in
Belly!
Disqualified.
Okay. Here we go.
Red lights on. All 5, all ready to go, and away they go. Lights out. Very
and
close
Iron
start
gets
from
such
Wayne
a better
now.
start than Wayne, already side by side with him.
Already 3 wide.
Iron's ahead.
In the middle. And Irons does lead now from P2. Got a way better start. Brilliant start from Irons there. Wayne got a poor start. Went 3 wide in turn 1. Further back behind now. Maybe some jostling for position as I see a McLaren side by side with his teammate Flavor and Imply. They are getting through just fine. The swap position. Flavor gets out of Imply on the medium.
Oh, and Impli's going to go for the dive bomb.
He gets the switch back. And he gets it done on the hards. Maybe holding his teammate up just a little bit with that tire difference. Further up ahead. The gap for Snake isn't working. That's fine. Wayne from the DRS of Irons is looking for the outside. Switches it to the inside now. Gonna get him on the brakes. No, backs out of it. Too early for that, he says. And they've all settled down a bit through the middle sector now. Wayne in the chase. Irons got a dream start for him now into P1.
Let's see what Wayne can do. Looks like he's getting into position for it and go the long way around the...
Pulls alongside him, puts him offline.
Side by side. Is he going to go for it? No, he backs out.
He attempts to switch back. I knew he was lining that up. Put him offline. Not good enough though. Grip isn't faded enough for Irons to be put offline by that. Tried running him narrow.
Oh, is he going to go for it? He's going to go for it down into turn. No, he falls back in line.
Just keeping Iron on his toes here, trying to force him to a mistake is what it looks like to me. Not trying to risk damaging his car yet. It's too early for the risk. Your car is a bit too heavy. You won't have the stopping power you do later on in the race. Not trying any ambitious dive bombs just yet. As further behind, we have a graphics glitch, as some people are already 1 minute down, like Flavor and Snake. Formation lap is still broken by the looks of it. Snake and Flavor in the graphics here are 1 minute down.
Yeah.
That'll be hard to tell their positions later on, but for now, stepping back forward, Wayne, the top three is separated by less than a second. Wayne from Valley or Irons in front from Wayne from Valley. Top three, all within a second. Zola not too
It's
far
saying
behind.
that Snake's a lap ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm a lap ahead, and Flavor is a lap down by the looks of it. Gap's broken, but of course we know Snake is still P6. He's not actually a lap ahead. Maybe it's just a spectating glitch, because I saw last in France too, Shikari was like 7 seconds behind on the safety car restart for me, but he was actually right there in the actual race. Might just be another spectating bug, but for now it's...
EA is just struggling to get their game together.
And Wayne is closing that gap now with DRS. He's gotten really close to the rear wing of Irons now, touching distance.
He's going to be on that straight, and I'm pretty sure he can get him. He's got the huge DRS advantage. Oh, that's an incident in the back with Flavor Caleb, I believe it was.
Not seeing any damage.
Oh yeah, and the 1 minute thing's gone now. I'm pretty sure that's just a visual bug.
It might have been that. Low has dropped down to P11 now somehow. Galvinator's made up one position off us from the start.
And look at Imply, just in smooth sailing.
But here we go now with DRS open. Wayne might think about it now as he pulls to the inside of the DRS. He's got way better speed, but he backs out of it on the brakes. Yellow flags in Sector 2, and that's a Mercedes stop. Virtual safety car, and it's Zola. And he's gone face first into a wall. No front wing. Serious damage from him. Looks like he's had contact with somebody. He's either hit a wall through one of the turns behind, or he's just found himself in a wall from contact with somebody. I don't think
it's only a virtual. His race may be over unless there is a late safety car.
I don't know if Valley was close enough to give him contact. He might have just gotten too close to a wall, tagged it, and it speared him right into the opposite wall. Yeah. Okay. Maybe a bit unlucky for him. Either contact with another car or just a lazy mistake. We will find out later in the incident report.
And Snake, oh my god, all of those penalties. Irons, Herbie, Imply, and Snake, all with drive-thrus.
Wow. I wonder if they all got cut out from that long straight into that left-hander. The delta will like disappear on those types of corners. Gotta build yourself up a nice gap on that straight. Time it perfectly. Your delta does disappear very fast in this game, more so than others I've noticed, but that is going to put a very serious hamper on Irons' chances now from P1. It's going to be up to Valley to stick with Wayne here, it would seem like. DRS should still be enabled, unless I am mistaken, and it is not enabled. I am mistaken, as the DRS of the Alpine is it open? Nope, no it's not. So DRS will be enabled next lap, I do believe. But Irons does have a drive through the serve. You may want to serve that while there's still 11 people. There's a higher chance for a safety car. Might just go into the end of this lap, and he goes very wide.
Yeah, Wayne's pretty much got P1 sorted. Oh, and then Herbie with the 5 second for corner cutting along with the drive through.
P4.
Wow.
It's already lap 4, P4 lap 4, and he's already got a 5-second time penalty plus a drive-through. One of the drives served theirs. I believe Snake has already served his drive-through. Moist joins the party now.
Oh dear lord.
He joins for the comms. That's good.
Still at 1-8. Oh, and there's a yellow. I think it was Imply letting his teammate through.
Perhaps. Imply... Didn't he have a drive-through? Was that just a time penalty? Because it's disappeared now.
Let me see.
Whatever penalty
Yeah,
he had is
Herbie
gone.
and Irons both have a drive-through.
I thought Impa had a penalty. It's gone now. I don't know if it was a drive-through or not. Yeah, but Irons will have to serve his penalty next lap or this lap. Let's see which one he chooses. He can't do it in the safety car.
Wayne may go for it here. Yeah, I think Wayne's gonna go for it here. He falls back in line. Wayne is playing so patiently.
Yeah, he knows that Irons has that drive-through. He's just gonna bide his time.
Yeah, but he's got Veli pressuring him from the back.
I think he's confident with his pace of Veli, though. I don't think he'll be looking too much in his mirrors. DRS now down the back straight. We'll see if Wayne has that closing speed. If he just sit back 9/10, I don't think he'll have it. Might be under pressure from Veli a little bit. None of these drivers blinking. None of them pushing too hard.
Wayne's not even using a lick of ERS. Veli's blink tap of his battery.
Through the final turn now.
Irons is into the pit lane, and Wayne P1.
Wayne re-inherits his position from the start of the race.
And now Wayne is just going to tap dance out of everyone's sight.
Veli's still sticking with him for now as Herbie joins Irons to serve his drive-thru as well. All drive-thrus have been served now. Veli is sticking very close to Wayne here, I'll tell you, actually. He's not pulling away.
Wayne may have to actually fight Veli.
Might be a two-way between the Aston Martin for his first win.
He just gained 3/10 out of that one corner, though.
But what are your thoughts for now? We'll take a quick break from the race to ask this question. Do you think the X2 champions should be kind of like the F2 in real life, where if you win the championship, you shouldn't be allowed to compete in X2 again? You got the X1 no matter what, or is something I'm being like...
I'm pretty sure that rule is in place unless you
then the
can't race an
Wayne
X1
back? Why is
because
Wayne
he's an X2 reserve and never races.
Well, that would make more sense.
And if he wanted a full-time seat, he would immediately go to X1. I'm pretty sure is how it works.
I don't know, I've only been here for a season. I don't know all the technical stuff about XRL, but...
Because Ryan, who won the X1 championship... Was it Ryan? Yeah, Ryan, who won the X1 championship last season, he went to reserve. They, usually when you win a championship in XRL, most of the drivers just stop racing it. That's what most of them do.
Because at the top, that stuff is wild with how aggressive they get. It feels like you lose a couple years of your life, if I'm being real.
I'm getting wrinkles just by racing in X1.
I learned the hard way in Azerbaijan and France. That was very on the edge too.
See what Wayne and Veli can do.
Just watching them chase each other. Everyone in
Veli
their
losing
tire
a lot of time
stage.
to Wayne, though.
Everybody in their tire management stage. Nothing crazy happening yet. Wayne just managing everything well. Plenty of ERS over Veli. Veli halfway down on his battery yet now. It's just Wayne's in complete control of the situation right now.
Because once Wayne starts actually trying and starts using that battery, it's just bye-bye.
He'll disappear into the night. A disappearing act, as I like to call it. Just turn on.
You're only going to see him in your rearview mirror when he's lapping you.
I call it disappearing acts. What I like to do sometimes after I come out the pits.
Veli using all of his battery to get back into DRS.
Yeah, he's struggling a bit, maybe with tire wear now. Wayne has everything under control.
And Wayne still hasn't even used a bit of it. And that's 9/10. Wow, he's just...
I say we let Moist back in here and let him fight Wayne now.
Let the dogs go loose. Wow. Wayne lost a lot of time through that first turn. He's 2/10 ahead.
The moment you can easily start winning race and pull away like Wayne can before, and the driver behind you in second is dumping his battery to keep it, there's a moment you need to be like either moved up or bring another driver that can challenge him at least.
But I mean, the thing with Wayne is he's a really big hit or miss. Oh, I had an incident right as I say hit or miss. That's Gallimander, kissy kissy, wally wally.
Kissy Kissy seems more like Smacky Smacky. Nope, he's still got his front wing, but he's fully stopped and perpendicular to the track. No damage, very lucky. He's a bit lucky.
Oh, Veli overtook Wayne while we weren't looking.
With the DRS, but Wayne still has a massive amount of DRS, and he's going to pull away from Veli here. Just guess that DRS is going to turn his battery on and absolutely disappear. I bet.
No, he's not going to turn his battery on. Oh, never mind. Yeah, he is.
He's using it to fight him rather than pull away for some reason. Maybe just trying not to keep himself entertained. Doesn't want to be too bored throughout this race.
He's hosting his own gladiator pit war.
There's not much to say now. I would maybe amp up it a bit more exciting. But Veli, the amount of battery he has compared to Wayne is a bit ludicrous. There's almost no chance Veli gets Wayne in any circumstance here, unless Wayne crashes. But it's just a bit hopeless for Veli right now.
Nah, turn 1 is the struggle for me. I'm good at everywhere else. Turn 1's the struggle for me.
I find turn 5. And I feel like sector 2, all of the little turns in sector 2 is my main struggle on this track. It's just that does, bro. I have no say in anything.
You wanna know what this bro said? Bro literally said, I didn't even mean to set that time. I just looked up and saw I was up by 3/10.
Bro, I didn't think there was time in that chicane on my time trial time. But jumping back to this race now.
Wayne.
Nothing back. I mean, maybe J-Lab on low now. We're looking quite close. My goodness.
Lane just pulling out again. 7/10 in 1 lap.
Veli's still sticking with him, but barely.
We have got 20 laps left.
I wonder if Low has the battery advantage over J-Lab. He does.
Get your popcorn and your water. We're gonna be here for a while.
Low's got enough ERS to defend from J-Lab for now. I don't think he'll have any strong runs at him. But back further up to Veli and Wayne again now. We're approaching the pit window. Should be around lap 14 for these medium runners.
Veli gaining so much time to that first turn. I don't even know what it's about. I don't think Wayne knows how to take it, right?
It is quite difficult to break for it. It's quite difficult to break for it. If you time your gear wrong, you lock the rears very well.
Oh, and Veli's off the track.
He'll be out of DRS now.
And that's out of DRS completely.
Gives Wayne a
Dear
chance to
God,
pull away.
Wayne just got handed his walk-away ticket.
If Veli manages to pull back the tides here, and
The pack of cigarettes are calling.
And Wayne is still not using his ERS, even though he's been given plenty of chances to pull away. Maybe he knows something we don't, but he is really biding his time here, and I don't know if that's the right play. Is this a helmet bug? But I'm seeing my emblem on Veli's helmet right now. It's a bit weird. Might be a helmet bug.
Yeah, that's not just... That's me too. He's got the USA helmet on for me.
He's got my emblem for me. It's just a helmet bug. Everyone's running the USA helmet then for you on your screen. That sounds like hell. Veli has clawed back into DRS, so he's clawed back that 3/10. Wayne is just not pulling away. That's further behind.
I don't think
J-Lab.
Wayne really cares. I think he just wants to fight at this point.
J-Lab is actually pushing Low through corners right now.
Zola in dead last.
Pushing him around Miami like a shopping cart right now.
Were you at Brazil when I did my little walk off? Stupid shenanigans. Pretty sure I was.
I feel like I start losing focus when I'm by myself. Hold on there. I see J-Love going for the move on low now to get him under brakes. And he barely keeps another head. He does. He just about closes low off now. Keeps the position. So that's J-Love up into P6 now. Low behind him in P7. Pit windows coming up soon. Maybe one of these guys will have better pace on the mediums than the other.
The entire grid to me is Team USA.
That sounds like pain. I didn't get a weather report. No clue. J-Lab is blinking. Low has the battery advantage. You might come back at him now. Not using any battery though. Just buying his time. As Herbie has gotten a time penalty again for track limits that I've missed, I think. Herbie just got it. Valley is still just chasing Wayne now. Yep. I'd pit around right now.
If Valley was smart, it's the craziest statement I've heard all day.
Still, I feel like Wayne could probably just turn on his battery and just easily catch him no matter what.
I think there may be rain coming, and Wayne's like planning for that.
I don't know, because Wayne still has 97% battery. He's not pushing whatsoever, and he's keeping going behind easily. Valley is here struggling, sliding to the middle second, cut to Wayne, and he's just smooth as you could ever want to be. And come back to Valley in the same corner, but he's everywhere right now.
And he's out of his DRS again. He's opening the door open for Imply. I think he may be waiting for everyone to catch up and then just disappear.
That would be some evil mastermind type stuff right there. Just throw Valley to the dogs and disappear, leave him helpless. That would just be a bit... if I were Valley, I might be...
It's just a bit overkill in my opinion. I would have been disappeared already. You would never have seen me again.
I'd really start thinking about an undercut right now if I were Valley. He's in a bad spot if he keeps going.
His ERS is dead too.
I think when you're following a car, you actually save a bit of tire wear. I've seen that
when you're following the car, you can save ERS, tire wear.
Yeah, it's backwards in this game.
Because of the dirty air.
No, it's backwards. The hot air coming off the car ahead should melt your tires more than save it, but it's backwards in this game. You actually save tires.
Nah, but on this game, you can save it if you just sit in somebody's dirty
it's
air.
Weird. It's weird. It's weird. Oh, and Valley very slidey through that long right-hander. Almost lost it. Yeah, I think it's just about time. I'm going to slap Fire Valley. The McLaren's up closing about 6/10 a lap at this rate. And Paul Bindle's mediums too. He'll have that extensive pace coming up for him. All the others around will be on this hard for the last stint. Imply might have just banged out a miracle here with no safety cars at Miami. And Valley doesn't box. He still stays out. If the McLarens are smart, Flavor boxes this lap and Imply boxes the next. If they're smart, they can easily.
Well, Imply's gaining like 3/10, one corner.
The McLarens could easily double benefit if they're in the medium boxes this lap and the hard runner boxes next. They could probably overcut Valley without ever having to go through them on track. That'd be them two versus Wayne. Wayne still doesn't use his battery, but at least you have two McLarens that could potentially...
Oh, he's finally using his battery.
Yep, I think he sees the impending danger of the McLarens plus Valley now. It's not defending too hard though, doesn't keep it on all the way to the braking zone.
Yeah, I think he's finally realized that he needs to up and at him and disappear.
Yep.
Like magic trick type stuff.
And further behind it's Low versus J-Lub again, and that's a straight line pass. Low got through J-Lub with a straight line. Has Snaker Eyes on scene now. Are they gonna go side by side?
Turn the battery on, man.
Riding board's about
No,
a
I know. I think I know what he's doing. He just got imply into Veli's DRS. So now he's just gonna disappear.
He's
Then
actually
throw
throwing
Veli
into
to
the
the
dogs.
dogs.
He's actually throwing into the dogs. An evil mastermind out there in Wayne. The
Veli
antagonist of the
boxed
season.
finally.
And Wayne
And
stayed
now
out. So,
Wayne can walk away without that
and none
pressure.
of the McLaren boxed. None of the McLaren boxed. So Veli's still gonna benefit. I don't know why Flavor didn't box off those mediums. Lap 14 is an ideal lap in that sort of pack racing situation.
Oh, the sun's coming out. It's not gonna rain.
And who was that? I think J-Lab went to the pits too. So that battle for 7th kind of peters out now in battle for 6th. Wayne is not pushing. He's not boxing this lap either, it would seem. He might be stretching for a soft set. It would seem at this point.
If he was gonna stretch for softs, he should have started on hards.
That's what I'm saying, but Implies pull off a world-class strategy on these hards without that really safeguard. Safeguard now would benefit him massively. Even still. Usually, the start of the races where you see, or mid-race through the races where you see a safety car, and that's when you don't want to be in the hards, because that's just before your pit window and ideal for the medium runners. But Implies got lucky here. Running P2 now. Either way, Imply will have the fresh mediums over Wayne's to be hard, so it'll be a tire advantage no matter what for Imply. Doesn't have to really pick or choose, just do what he wants. As long as he has to pace his new tires, Wayne shouldn't be able to do anything about it.
Well, Wayne just gets to... Yeah, and he gains 2/10 through one corner. Yeah, no.
I wonder if Flavor boxes now. Flavor does box, so Imply might be next lap. Flavor's in the pits now. He'll get undercut by Veli, though. We'll see how strong
I think Wayne may go for the... I think Wayne may go for something sneaky. If he can box this lap and pray to God that Valley gets held up by Low and but Low and Snake pit now.
Oh, look at the undercut. Look how far Veli is in front of Flavor. Look at that undercut. The gap was just about 2 seconds.
Yeah, Valley just undercut like the entire top 4 and got away with it.
Oh my, 4 seconds. He doubled the gap, 4.5. Now he doubled the gap to Flavor with that undercut. 1 lap. He is really putting Wayne and Imply under threat here. They need to box soon.
Wayne has to box this lap to cover that off.
Both
the
of these
time
guys have
loss
to
is
box
just going to be
this
too
lap.
substantial to go for softs. It's going to be way too big.
I mean, Imply will have mediums to try and claw back, but even Wayne on those new tires, I don't know if he'll have it like that. Having to get
Wayne is a god on
drivers.
hards, I'll say that. He's really good on the hard tire.
But you'll have to get by 2. You have to get by 2 drivers still. You have to push a bit. Don't want to maybe make a mistake. And
Yeah, he's going to get undercut by Veli.
He's going to get undercut by both. If he doesn't box this lap, he needs to be in this lap, or it's just he's hurting his chances every lap after. As there's a move for position behind, and Snake.
He's held on to his full battery. Come on, you got to pit. He's pitting.
And they're having a 3-way battle for 6th right now as well, or 7th.
And Wayne's into the pit lane along with Imply.
Yep, both of them. It's a smart move. So if you can Iron falls him in too from P3.
Wayne's light is blinking just because, like, he just hasn't used any battery. It's full. And look at Veli. Look at how far ahead he's gonna get now. Look at that.
Oh, well, before they even reach the disable line, he is absolutely gone. And what an undercut from Veli now. It's about 1.5 seconds, maybe 2 seconds.
But now
out
that
from
Wayne saved up all that battery, now's a really good time to use it.
Yep, Imply on those mediums too. He'll need to get into that DRS if he wants to defend from Imply. But he's not catching him right now. Imply is right on the back of him now in those new tires. He's closed that gap to 2/10, so that one sector alone.
And now Wayne's flicking on the battery.
He'll have DRS. Imply needs to make this move soon before Wayne gets that DRS. He'll have that advantage over him. If he wants a better position, he should get that move done. He may be saving it for the next straight.
Veli's blinking though. Veli's at 8%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imply needs to make this move as soon as he can before it starts becoming a pack again with Imply, Veli, and Wayne. Oh, and
Because Wayne's got the huge ERS advantage over both of them, so he really doesn't even have to race for his own race right now. He just has to race for DRS and he wins it by a mile.
And he's dumping battery. I don't think Imply has enough to match it. He's not using battery either. They're just going to go back to a bit of pack racing. Imply couldn't get the move done. Don't think he wanted to either. Still just saving battery, waiting out a little bit. I mean, if I were Imply, my tires are going to wear faster than Wayne's do. I'd want to make this move as soon as I can.
And Wayne should be in the DRS with Velli by the end of this lap.
Further behind is J-Lab looking down the inside of the Snake. This battle for P6 still continues. J-Lab completely burnt out of battery as Snake makes easy work of him now. J-Lab just playing it long, trying to hold on maybe to the end now. 13 lap old mediums for Zola, trying everything he can. But Imply is riding the rear wing of Wayne right now. As Wayne dumps his battery still. If Imply would turn his battery with DRS, I think he could actually do it. But he's not using his battery when he should, while he has the grip over Wayne. Imply's playing time here, which I don't think is the right play. I think he's looking for it now, though. Nope. I really think.
And Wayne just got delivered DRS and slipstream and battery, so.
Yeah. Imply might have waited a bit too long. That tire advantage won't be as strong now that the driver in front of him is some DRS. Might have waited a little bit too long to make this move.
Yeah,
Imply.
and Wayne's about to get the pass. He's about to hang Imply out the dry.
Imply waited a lap too
Yeah,
late.
Imply's literally gonna have to fight through Velli. It's gonna be like a triple move for both of them. And look at Imply down it, and he loses a lot of time. And Velli gets the switch back, and he's right back wheel to wheel with them. Wayne just fed Velli to the dogs, and it worked so well.
Imply finally uses his battery, but to defend, he should have been using that to get past Wayne in the first place, as Wayne's going to pull maybe out of the second ranges now, and he does. Imply needs to have a strong first sector here to get back into that DRS, so he'll be under threat from Velli, and he's back within now. Back within it now. He just stays safe, it sounds like, it seems like.
He just got to fall into DRS.
And
Wayne hung Imply out to dry. If there wasn't a huge tire advantage, Wayne would have just pulled off.
No, Velli doesn't have the battery to fight him either way. There's no drying to be done. Velli cannot fight either of them right now with his ERS numbers. His fight is with Flavor for P3 right now. He needs to hang back and charge. That's what Velli needs to do. Not push for the top two right now. Let them go off on their own.
And now Wayne's just going to hold on to his battery advantage and try to let Imply pass because he wants to be the car behind.
Imply needs to use his mediums all he can. He needs to fight Wayne and get past him and try to use his tires to the best of his ability.
Wayne's using some of his battery, which is pointless.
Imply's playing the long game, but he's not on the right tires for it.
Imply can't play the long game. The car that's going to benefit from this is the car who's behind for the longest.
Even though, no, it's Wayne on hards that's going to benefit.
And he's already gaining, like, the tire wear difference is already starting to show. And it's only 3 laps in.
A little bit too conservative there from Imply. Irons going for the move on Flavor into turn 1 now. Flavor blinking. Irons will make quick work of him. Gets him down the inside on the brakes. That's Irons up into P4 on his charge now. He'll be hunting after Velli in P3. And Velli really needs to charge his battery here. He'll have a fast charging Ferrari behind him soon. 9 laps left to go. Everything stables out for a minute here. Imply has dumped all of his battery just trying to stay with Wayne. He's looking down the inside. Not late enough.
Falls back. Velli is dropping so much time to irons. Wow.
Yeah. Velli really just burned out his battery and his tires, trying to stick with these top two guys.
Now they're going to be fighting. And now Wayne's got the advantage here. All he has to do is just let Imply overtake and fall behind and wait to the last laps when Imply's blinking.
Imply doesn't have the battery to fight this, but he's going to try anyway.
That's a yellow flag. That's an incident, the chicane. That's a yellow flag. That may be a safety car. No.
It's still just yellow for now. It's not a safety car.
And Wayne fights back. Who gets the DRS? I think Imply gets the DRS.
They've gone moving again. Implies looking down. No,
No,
it's Wayne
neither
with
of them got the DRS.
It's Wayne.
Let's
It was
see.
Wayne with the DRS. And Wayne hangs around the outside. So Implies work all done for nothing. If he can stick close enough to Sector 1, he might get him back again. I think Wayne might be deploying. Nope, 30% battery.
All Wayne theoretically has to do is just hang back. And he's got this in the bag.
The tire will come to Wayne in the end. Only 4 laps old. Imply will still have the tire advantage for maybe about 2-3 more laps before it starts to even out a little bit.
And he's blinking to 6% battery and is still using it to try to get past Wayne.
The chances aren't good for Imply here, I'll say. He hasn't timed anything too well. But he is touching Wayne's rear wing all the way through the chicane now.
Oh, it implied with a little bit of a slide. That lost him big. He's going to get the DRS, but I think he's way too far back, and with no battery to do it, he's not going to get the overtake. Wayne's playing this wrong, because Imply really just has to sit back, and Imply into the back of Wayne!
They touch. Wayne's playing this perfectly. He doesn't have enough battery to go for a disappearing act anymore, so he's playing as well as he can to let Imply burn his tires out in battery.
And here goes Imply, down the inside.
And he
on
gets
the curb.
But Wayne around the outside. Wayne around the outside still holds it. Imply is not using his tires to their fullest right now. He's just going to wait for the grip to disappear and then all of his matches.
Oh, he was going to go for a move there, but
he's getting desperate. Desperation is dangerous in F1. And
here he
he's
goes
still
again.
looking down the inside.
Here he goes again. Taps him again. Spins a little bit.
He does.
Wow, and that's 3/10 like that. These guys are Implies getting way too
desperate.
And here he goes, blinking his battery, gonna try to get it again. Wayne's cutting it off. Wayne's gonna settle into the outside, and Imply gets the move. But Wayne's immediately gonna fight back on this max straight.
Imply's gotten very aggressive, a bit desperate now. It would seem it's a bit dangerous. It's going for moves where he shouldn't.
The driver's finally starting to realize that it's now or never. But he waited way too long, and now Wayne's got him right where he wants him. Wayne doesn't even have to use battery. He just gets this overtake on his own.
Imply goes defensive, back to the racing line, can't make any more moves.
Wayne on the inside, he's going to be clear of him going into turn whatever, and does Imply get the switch back? No, but he's wheel to wheel with him.
He does, he uses DRS, and
they're wheel to wheel.
I think Imply gets the DRS, he's riding his
Wayne cuts the head, Imply's immediately fighting back.
And he does. Imply's putting on a show here.
And Imply's right on the curb again. Wayne's got him where he wants him. Wayne pulls the head again, Imply on the curb, losing all that time. These guys are just back to back.
Wayne on that outside line in turn 1 has been impressive so far. He's done that 3 times now, I believe. 3 times in a row even.
Oh, and Imply's tires are falling off. He's clipping the barrier. He's clipping the bumps and the barriers now.
Yeah,
and Imply just lost out of DRS.
He's gone offline a couple times. He's been fighting hard with Wayne. He'll be overheating his tires with this wear.
The tire wear's hitting like a truck now, and he realizes it's getting desperate for him. He's got 3% battery. He can't fight Wayne on that 30%.
His tire's trying to even out with the hards now. He won't have that pace advantage. He should have went for that move early on. He's getting a bit desperate now. We've seen some moves that he shouldn't be going for.
And he's just falling behind. I don't think he's not gonna have DRS. Maybe, maybe not.
He does.
No, he's got the DRS, but this is like a last stand. He's got to do everything he can to get that gap down.
As we've been hyper-focused on this battle, what we haven't noticed that Iron just moved up into the podium position now, and he is going to be rising potentially if these guys keep fighting like this. Iron's might be in the shot too. Checking his battery, but he is completely out of battery. I don't think he'll be in the fight either. It's looking like Wayne's game to lose right now.
Imply when that tire wear gets high, it's going to really show what's going to happen. Imply's already sliding a little bit. He's having to stop for Wayne, who's playing it slow. I think they make a wheel to wheel here soon.
Yeah, Implies brought it back to a tenth of a second now in Sector 1.
He's all over the curb again. Yeah, he can't go as fast as Wayne through here. Those rears are wanting to give out. Those rears are screaming for him to stop.
It looks like they're trying to spook Wayne off of his line.
And this is all giving Irons and Veli plenty of time to catch up, and it's going to make this a 4-way out after P1. Implies going to go for it again. No, he backs out.
Yeah, I don't think Veli's going to pull in, but Irons is closing quite fast here.
Imply taps Wayne again. Imply close to the barrier. Over the curb goes both of them. Imply may have a shot here. It's now or never now. He can't wait any longer.
Battery for Imply still not looking good.
Here he goes. He's going for it. He's going to go for it. Wayne's going to hold around the inside. Wayne's going to get the switchback.
Switchback was beautiful, but Imply just a bit too deep on the brakes and on that offline dirty line. Is now the tire grip for that.
Now we're about to see what Wayne can do again on that outside into turn 1. Implies later on the brakes, goes completely deep, hits Wayne. Imply stays ahead.
He gave a bit forceful from Imply there, getting more aggressive, knowing he's losing that tire grip. Getting a bit forceful with his moves. Herbie gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting again. This has been a rough day for him. Even both off of tire, both of the pair.
Wayne's got Imply exactly where he wants him, but he doesn't realize that Irons is catching him fast. But Wayne's going to be able to get the move off again without even the help of battery because Imply has none.
Imply's probably going to go defensive, though. He's going to have a rough time going around the outside of this corner. He needs to really pull clear of him before they reach there, and Wayne's gonna try.
Okay, I know Wayne's playing the waiting game. He's got that tire advantage, and he's waiting. Snake pits for the softs to try to go for a fastest lap, I believe.
Snake's gonna go for fastest lap here. He salvage whatever he can.
Let's see what Wayne can do going down this back straight. He's gonna have to help DRS, and Implies not gonna have anything to defend from it with. He's gaining, but not quick enough. They're going to be wheel to wheel going through the final turn.
Looks like another switchback attempt from Wayne here. No, he tries to keep around the outside. A beautiful defense from Imply there. Wayne still can't find a way through.
We'll see if Wayne can mimic what Imply did to him turn 1. Here we go, DRS is on.
Around the outside.
He's going to try to go for it around the outside. Implies going to cut him off a little bit late. But he's going to go for it around the outside, the long way around. Wheel to wheel. Implies still ahead, and then Wayne gets it.
A bit of contact at turn 3 put Imply offline and off track.
And look at Irons, he's lurking for the DRS now. Imply all over the track, all over the barrier, all over the bumps, all over everything. Irons is in his DRS.
These two are making a very aggressive fight right now that could potentially go south.
But look at Irons' ERS. Irons is lower than Imply on ERS.
Irons is licking his lips.
Imply's going to go for it again. No, he's going to fall back.
Imply.
My vocal cords are giving out, but we're going to try to hold on through the last 3 laps.
Wayne still hasn't used his ERS that much, though. He's still just biding time, and we're in the last 3 laps here in a second. He needs to start using his battery, maybe pull away. I don't think he knows how easy it would be to pull away from Imply right now on those worn hards and no battery.
Imply gaining and gaining and gaining. Let's see what he can do. Imply is not going to be able to get this move on. I think he may attempt to go for a switchback. No, he can't. He's losing time. He's frailing the wheel around like a little kid wanting a toy in a Walmart shopping aisle. Let's see what he can do.
Wayne could easily just turn his battery on and break out without anyone even seeing him again, but for some reason he chooses to stay with this fight. Maybe for entertainment
purposes. He came to X2 for a fight, and that's what he's getting.
Maybe just toying with him a little bit.
Let's see what he can do going around. Implies not gaining any time to Wayne. Implies losing time to Wayne. Imply just lost 2/10 to Wayne. Let's see what he can do. with
And
the DRS, and he's been recharging that battery.
Irons just dropped out of the DRS range.
Let's see, Impli's gonna go for it again.
And he
Impli's
does.
gonna be ahead, but it's too late. It's really way too late.
Wayne is still not using any battery. He's still choosing not to fight.
He's waiting for that last lap, but he doesn't realize he has to get it earlier than that.
I think he'll have it if he's done salvage battery with DRS. What he needs to do is just stick behind Imply now, so just fighting him. Don't waste your DRS, don't waste your ERS, because you could easily just breeze by him with some ERS down the back straight come final lap.
Impli's saving that battery, trying to get Wayne down on it. Wayne's gonna go around the outside again, wanting the switchback.
But Imply's later on
cut
brakes.
it off, but this is direct switchback. This is what Wayne's been doing, and he gets it again.
But it's at Imply's favor. He'll have DRS now. Imply might have played the DRS perfectly. Will he have
They're more equal on
overspeed?
the ERS now. Wayne had to use all of that.
And
Oh, dear
Imply
Lord.
didn't turn on his DRS. Imply didn't use
Imply
his
all
DRS
over the
yet, though.
curb, losing huge time to Wayne.
I'll tell you what, I thought this was Wayne's race to lose, but with the way he's managing his ERS so far, it might be Imply's to lose. By the looks of it, he'll have DRS on the final lap. If he's
Imply
stuck
sliding,
behind.
those tires are giving out. Wayne's off the track. They're wheel to wheel. Wayne just got DRS from Imply.
Yeah, and that's a bad time to overtake Imply, because now Wayne has DRS and they're nearly wheel to wheel. He will not have enough to overtake here or to defend. It'll just be Wayne breezing by him come to the end of the straight.
Imply trying to cover off the outside, and Wayne's there though.
And he's still
Wayne
covered.
going
Wayne
for the switchback. Too far. Implies too far ahead. Wayne's waiting for the final lap like I thought he would. He's
and
doing.
Irons is on
Wayne
scene.
Irons.
Irons is on scene now. I don't know how. I think this is a poorly managed race from Wayne here. He could have had this race well in his back pocket by now, but he has not managed this race well at all in terms of ERS.
Let's see. Is this going to be a first win for Imply, or is it going to be like an 18th win for Wayne?
It's
Let's see
easily
what he
by
can
now.
do. Imply
Imply-
late on the
Imply-
braking, just trying to get everything he can, but he's just leaving the door open for Irons. Oh my God, Wayne has got to use that battery.
If I were Imply, I'd let Wayne go until that main
Imply's
straight.
going to go for it again, I believe. No,
I
he's not.
wouldn't-
He's too far back.
I wouldn't want to give Wayne DRS with all that battery he's been saving.
Look at all the time Imply's losing. That pressure's getting to him.
See if Wayne can hold on for the final lap here. He might get
Imply
DRS off
all
of
over the
Zola.
curbs again. There's going to be a lapped car in the way of Zola.
Wait, that might save Wayne. He might have DRS off the Mercedes
Wayne's going
ahead
to get
now.
DRS off of Zola.
Has he got it? He hasn't. But Imply needs to get by him now. He needs to get by him now before he gets DRS down the back straight.
He's got
Imply
to
needs
get
to go
back
for
him.
it.
He's got to get it. If Wayne gets that DRS, he's got it.
Imply.
Come
and he
on, you're
backs out.
opening the door
Irons
for
behind.
Irons, Imply.
Imply should have went for it. He's going to get DRS off of Zola now is Wayne. Wayne is going to get bailed out by this lap car with Mercedes ahead, I believe. Oh, but Zola corner cuts to stay
No, Wayne's
away.
not going to get the DRS. Wayne's not going to get
Imply's
it.
to send it now.
Imply.
To send it now.
Imply slow to the corner. He's way too far back. Wayne, all he has to do is blink that battery and he's got it.
Saved all the battery for the final straight. Imply should have went for it on the main straight. He won't have enough to close back to him.
And Wayne is ahead, and it's not even by a little. Rounding the final corner, Imply so late on the brake. He goes deep and
and he
taps
tags
Wayne.
him. He puts him out of the way. And wait, can Irons get by him? If Irons gets by Wayne here, he'll have the win. Imply might get a penalty, but no, Wayne holds on, and Imply will
There's
surely
no
get a
way it
penalty
ends
for
like that.
Imply will surely get a penalty for that. He'll be demoted down to P3 behind Irons for that one. But he sent it all in the final corner. Should have went for it on the main straight. Got a bit desperate, and he ended up tagging
Oh my
Wayne in the
God.
process. As long as Wayne reports that, it'll be Wayne
That move
from
cannot
P1.
be legal.
But on track position right now, it is Imply that wins it on track for now, without penalties applied. Wayne P2 and Irons P3. What a finish.
Not a single word's been said yet. I think they're both abiding by the rules. Oh dear Lord, the All of that fight, all of that great fighting just for that. Jesus.
Got a little bit too desperate at the end there.
He really just pulled a Daniel Kvyat. He really just pulled a torpedo.
I'm sure he'll be penalized for that as long as it's reported.
That should be reported. There's no way it shouldn't be. I don't think Lane could report it, though. It doesn't really matter to Lane anyways. He's not a full-time driver. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, dear God. Representing USA, but USA is very depressed with how he did that. America is frowning upon it.
Well, that is how it shakes out for now, the podium. We'll see the instant reports later on in the week, but Imply wins it on track from Wayne. Irons and P3 around at the podium. Veli P4 cleans up nicely for Aston Martin. Flavor P5. McLaren 1 and 5. Top 5 finisher, both McLaren. Strong result. Lowe in P6. Brings home some good points for Williams. J-Leb in P7. Our defending constructor champions of Mercedes, not looking too hot this season. Herbie in P8 with his teammate P9 and Snake. Galminator P10 sneaks into the points from P11. Went forward, just a nice standard race from him. And Zola in P11. The 4-stop strategy. A bit of a weird strategy from Zola there, but we don't know what happened with him in his race. We saw him get damaged early on. No safety cars, of course. Maybe he was trying to get by. Catch back with all he could. Just couldn't in the end.
Dear God, that was an interesting ending.
Yep. What looked like it would be a boring race was actually alright, I'd say. That was an alright round. I don't think anything will beat Austria this season. Austria was an absolute banger for a race. I don't think we'll ever top that.
X1 Austria was pretty uneventful. X2 Austria.
X2 Austria was so good, though.
Zola with that beautiful last lap show. Oh yeah.
That is the end of round 6. Next week is Mexico. We'll see you all again at this time next week. 5 p.m. BST, 12 p.m. EST. It's your host, N Stoic and Hayes. We will see you all next week.